All right, guys, welcome back. We have with us today Cricket Baldwin, and this is Indigo Albani Bombard, and you guys are here with the South Lake Tahoe Fire and Rescue Wildfire Resiliency Fellow. Did I get that correct?
Yes.
All right, so tell us a little bit about what you guys do and what people in the community can do to get a little bit more prepared for wildfire season.
Yeah, so we are here working with the South Lake Tahoe Fire Rescue, just try to get the word out about defensible space and home hardening. Those are going to be two of the most important things that people can do in their own community, in their own neighborhood, to make themselves and their community better prepared. Defensible space is going to be really focusing on the 0 to 5 foot zone. We saw that with these most recent fires in LA, that having that buffer between your home and the surrounding vegetation can be really impactful, making sure that there aren't plants right up against your home. If you do have plants, making sure that they're less than 2 feet in height, non-woody, so non-flammable if possible.
Like manzanita. I wanted to plant some manzanita in my yard because it's a native bush, but it's oily.
Yeah.
It burns really easily.
Those type of oily plants are going to be really difficult to put out and really easily flammable. So to avoid those is going to be really helpful.
So everybody needs to become a little bit wildfire resistant, basically. I mean, we have to adapt to these wildfires. They are an ever-present threat in our community. And then there's this new program where people are developing fire-wise neighborhoods. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so fire-wise neighborhoods or fire-adapted communities are programs that emphasize kind of neighborhood wildfire preparedness. So the Tahoe Resource Conservation District oversees the fire-wise and fire-adapted communities in the basin. And with the help of a neighborhood leader, they facilitate annual work days where the neighborhood can come together and work on their defensible space or help their neighbor work on their defensible space. So it really just emphasizes kind of a neighborhood collective effort to become better wildfire prepared.
And I'm going to guess that doing these things probably helps people maintain their home insurance, not lose it, right? Because that's a big issue that a lot of locals are facing here in the Tahoe Basin. So not only are we doing all these things to prevent wildfires, but it's also good for homeowners, right? I mean, in the long run, it brings down the cost of home insurance and whatnot.
Yep.
And you guys have a great event coming up this week at Sierra-at-Tahoe.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
We will be there this Thursday on January 30th from 10:30 in the morning to 12:30 p.m. Indigo and I will have a bunch of information on defensible space, home hardening, all the specifics, plus fire-wise and fire-adapted communities. And for those who come by, we'll have a free go bag so they can start getting ready for any potential wildfire evacuations with their go bag. And we'd love to see everyone there.
I love that because, what we saw happen in LA reminded us that it doesn't matter if it's not wildfire season. These kind of things can come through and just devastate a community any time of year. And we're really susceptible to that here in the Tahoe Basin. So it's something we have to be aware of. We have to be prepared for year round. And you guys have a great program. If we call you up and you come and inspect our house, you can kind of tell us, give us some tips of what we need to do and things that we need to move. Because California has changed a lot of the laws in the past year. Like I know you can have anything within 5 feet of your home. I mean, do you guys know a little bit about those changes?
Yeah, so we have our Defensible Space Inspector program, and they have checklists that run through all the different zones. At Sierra-at-Tahoe, we'll have all those specifics for people who are, ready and interested in getting those inspections and getting the work done on their house. And it's a pretty lengthy list, but it is well worth it.
And to remind us again, one more time, Sierra-at-Tahoe is going to be this Thursday. What time is it?
10:30 in the morning to 12:30 in the afternoon.
Okay,
2 hours.
2 hours. Okay, and if you're not familiar with Sierra-at-Tahoe, it's a great coffee shop located at the Y near the Ale Works, right in that same shopping center. So you guys will be there this Thursday, 10:30 to 12:30. Thank you so much for all the work that you do. I think that, and I love the idea of a go bag because people need to be ready, right? Like I read a statistic that we used to have an average of like an hour to evacuate. But now with all of the highly flammable objects that people have in their homes, all the synthetic, it's down to like 10 to 15 minutes.
It's very quick. You need to be ready.
Yeah, horrible. So very scary. Always good to be prepared. And this is a subject that we have to deal with year round here in the Tahoe Basin. We are a wildfire adaptive community and we have to constantly adapt to the ever-present threat of wildfire. So thanks you guys for coming in.
Yeah,
thanks
thank
for
you
all
so
that
much
you
for
do.
having
And
us.
is there a good resource, maybe an Instagram page or social media where people can reach out?
You can get more information at South Lake Tahoe Fire. That's our Instagram. And we have posts and links that are applicable to these topics there.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you.